Have you ever felt invisible? Like no one notices how much you give, how hard you try, or how quietly you break? Sometimes, being forgotten feels like the end, but maybe it's just the beginning of finding who you really are. There was a young boy named Arav. Arav was the kind of person everyone liked to have around. He was the problem solver, the listener, the friend who always showed up even when no one showed up for him. He believed that kindness would always come back. But one day, he realized it doesn't always work that way. The laughter in his life faded, and the mirror showed a face that looked tired not because of sleepless nights, but because of trying too hard to be seen. When Arav stopped checking in first, stopped replying instantly, stopped saying, "I'm fine," when he wasn't, the world around him went silent. His phone barely lit up anymore. The group chats moved on without him, and people who once said, "You're my favorite person," forgot him like a bookmark in an old story. At night, lying awake in the dark, he whispered to himself, "Maybe I was only valuable when I was useful." One quiet evening, Arav wandered to a park near his home. The sun was melting into the horizon, painting the sky orange and gold. Children were playing in the distance, and the soft hum of a guitar echoed from a street corner. He sat on a lonely bench and watched the sunset, the same sunset he used to ignore when life was busy. The world felt slow, silent, peaceful. And for the first time, he wasn't surrounded by people's noise. He was surrounded by his own thoughts. He realized something that night. He had spent so much of his life trying to matter to others that he had forgotten to matter to himself. The silence that once scared him now started to feel like a kind of freedom. He didn't have to be anyone for anyone else. He could just be. And in that stillness, for the first time in a long while, he felt his heart breathing again. From the next morning, Arav began doing little things, not for attention, but for peace. He started journaling before sunrise, not about people, but about moments, the smell of rain, the sound of wind, the color of silence. He went on morning walks, feeling the ground beneath his feet instead of staring at his phone. He brewed coffee for himself, and for the first time, it tasted like something more than routine. It tasted like care. Some days, the loneliness returned, but this time, he didn't run from it. He sat with it. He listened. He realized that loneliness isn't emptiness, it's space. Space to breathe, to rebuild, to become. He started sketching again, something he hadn't done since college. And every stroke on the paper felt like a quiet reminder. I still exist. I still matter, even if no one sees me right now. One day, while Arav was sketching near the park bench, a small boy stopped beside him. He watched silently for a few minutes, then said softly, "Mister, your drawings look like stories." Arav smiled, not because someone noticed him, but because he realized something profound. He hadn't disappeared. He had only changed places from the world's eyes to his own heart. Being forgotten didn't destroy him. It freed him from the need to be remembered. That evening, as the sky turned gold again, Arav whispered to the wind, "Maybe being forgotten isn't the worst thing. Maybe it's how we remember the parts of ourselves we once gave away trying to be enough. Because sometimes the world forgets you so you can remember your own light again."